everyone, it's Yvonne here again from Share It Forward. Welcome back. And if you're new here, hello. I set up this channel so that we can share things that work for us, ideas, things for the home, beauty, those kinds of things. So welcome. I hope you will look to subscribe, give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. And so let's get started. So I just want to hop on and tell you about some gadgets that I really like and are really helpful to us. And so the first one I want to share with you that you may not be aware of. This is obviously with the sustainability hat on, but we picked up a while ago now some of these silicone lids, and there's a pack of 6 in here. And as you can see, hopefully, there's a range of sizes. And so if you've bought something, quite often now companies, quite rightly, are dispensing with, those flimsy plastic lids. So, you obviously, having said that, once you take the lid off or the sealant off, you want your product to last. So with that in mind, we stumbled on these, and they are very good. Whilst they're round, and as I say, they do come in a variety of sizes, they shape to, so for example, oblong dishes. So although they are round, they do shape to accommodate different things. So we use them on a range of things, sort of pots that we buy, yogurt pots, those kinds of things. And also things that we've made and cooked, and we want to keep fresher for longer. So, bit of a winner. They're washable, obviously wash them beforehand. A winner from us really. I will pop a link below to items where you can find them. And so let's hop on to the next one. The other thing, I don't know about you, but when you get parcels, quite rightly, they sometimes have quite a lot of sellotape on to protect the packaging, what you have inside. And we used to wrestle with scissors. You'd have the scissors open, that's a recipe for disaster potentially. So not great really, and you don't want to use your knives for a range of reasons. I stumbled onto these, and they're a pack of 2. One isn't open, and they're actually called mini cutters. This is the one that's open, and basically you just slide. I don't know if you can see that. Slide it forward, and there's like a little tiny blade that appears that enables you to cut through all the sellotape on your packaging. It's discreet, it's small, you can see by the size of my hand how small that is. Really, it's been such a help, this, and we both use it, very good. We got these from Amazon, so I'll provide a link. These were very cheap for 2. Mini cutter, this one is still, we've had this for over a year, and it's still going strong. So a good investment, I think, to spend a couple of pounds on. Compact, it's kind of like works on the slider thing there, so it goes back, so you're not gonna, when it's not in use, you're not gonna cut yourself on it. We keep it in a container. So yeah, mini cutters, a win for opening your parcels. So stop your wrestling with them in fact. I stumbled onto, I don't know about you, but we had some of these oil diffusers. So they're electricity, so you plug them in, you put a certain amount of water in, you put your essential oil in, and you get a nice vapour. That worked for me for a while, until I thought, this potentially, you could go out, you could leave it on. So I kind of stopped using it for that reason really. And then one day we were out and about, I forget where now, and I stumbled onto this. It's by Airwick, and basically, I'll take it apart so you can see. It comes in this discreet egg shape. And it dispenses So it's battery operated. You literally just take it apart like so. And within here, there is something that's called an essential oil container. So literally you just slot that in. The batteries, as you can see, are in the back. Put that back on. There is a slider that turns it on at the back, and you have different sort of strengths that you can use. So you can use it very discreetly, or you can put it on higher. We put it on higher. So literally when you turn it on, you will see a little blue light. I hope you can see that. That indicates it's on. And then all of a sudden you will see the fragrance diffuse. This smells absolutely lovely. The one we like is Energizing Orange Blossom and Lime. I'll provide a link again to these where you can find them. And it's funny, you know, when we have these on, when people come in, they say, "What is that lovely smell? What is it?" To the point where I'd have to go and get this diffuser. They come in a range of fragrances. This one is my particular favourite. Everyone always comments on this when they come through. As I say, it's the Energizing Orange Blossom and Lime. It says one refill lasts up to 45 days. And what I like about it, as opposed to other types of diffusers, is that it is essential oil, so it's nothing that is going to be unpleasant. You know, it is an essential oil mist. So as opposed to some of those other things that you spray around, which aren't great for the environment, and you know, they make me cough. This doesn't. Smells lovely, and does last for quite some time as well. I think when we have it on the highest settings, so where it's got the 3 dots here, I think what happens is that denotes it diffuses for a while. So on this one, I think it diffuses for about 8 hours and then it shuts off. So it has its own mechanism within there. And as I say, one of the things I like about it is battery operated. So if you are going out, you can leave it on, it'll turn itself off. There's nothing there that will be unpleasant. So yeah, a winner in our book. The other thing that we like for years, and I think I'm showing this to you now because of sweaters and, you know, having worn them all winter, they might be looking a bit bobbly. You might think I may need to throw this away. Before you do that, think again, because I've had a few quite recently where I thought this is just particularly bobbly, it looks old, and I used to have one of these little combs, and then you just quickly brush over any bubbles that might be on your sweater. These are very reasonable. However, what I found was that they kind of then brush up the fabric and can make it, I don't know if that's just me, however it did. It used to brush things up and make the fabric kind of bubble even more. So one thing I did a while ago now is we bought one of these fabric shavers. This we got from Amazon. It's very basic. It just literally, you just hold it on your fabric and you just go up and down, and it gently takes off any of those bubbles. And I have to say, I've recently gone through, you know, end of winter, gone through the sweaters, ones that I thought, you know, perhaps you've come to your end of your days here. I've given them a go with this, and it's breathed new life into them. And it's not just sweaters either. Some wool coats can sometimes, when you wear a handbag, can get a bit bobbly. These things can be, it's not expensive, and the fact that it, you know, protects and gives you longer life from your clothing, then that's a good thing in my book. So something quite reasonable. I'll provide a link to some below. This one, as I say, we just got from Amazon, battery operated, does what it says, really. The other thing we've stumbled on quite recently, I don't know about you, and it all started around, you know, when you're trying to squeeze up tubes of toothpaste or hand creams, and sometimes these things can get really hard to do, you know, and things don't come cheap these days, so you want to try and get as much as you can before you put it in the recycle. And I came across these like tube squeezers. Honestly, where have they been all my life? They are really good. I got this one on a hand cream. So we bought one that comes with, I think I got about 4 of these keys. And so you got 4 keys, and we got one that comes in like a little holder. Now where you have, so I've got this one on a tube of hand cream, and as you can see, it just, because this tube is metal, it just holds and stays firm there. If you have a tube of toothpaste or a tube that is plastic, if you try and push this down and leave this just on the key itself, it springs back. But within this one that we got, this holds, so here's something that's a little bit more robust. It comes in this little container, so you pop that over your tube. So for example, if this was a plastic one, you pop that over, you pop that in there, like so, and then because it's contained in that, you're able to then wind it down. We use this on toothpaste. So you can stack it, you can either stack it like that and pop it down like that. Really, really helpful. You know, in terms of, as I say, the plastic ones, this one is very good. You can get those, and I'll provide some links below. But this metal one that we've had with this series of keys, I think we paid £5 or £6 or something for all of this. And you get two like that. We keep one on the toothpaste always, and one that I use on a hand cream that hasn't got this kind of thing. Also as well, you know, you have lip salves that come in those packages. Honestly, this really does get to the bottom of things, so really, really good. The last thing I want to show you are 2 lights. And one of them is this kind of light. Now you may, and it's battery operated again, it's got a magnet on the back, you put the magnet wherever you want to put it, and quite a lot, and so they're motion censored. So when you move around, motion and light, so obviously won't come on in the daylight, so you're not going to waste battery life. So quite often you see these, quite rightly, if you don't have lights in cupboards in your kitchen, it can be really helpful to have those there. But where we have them is we pop them up the stairs, so that I hate turning the light on of an evening up in the hallway. And these, you don't have to drill out, you know, your staircase to have lights going up. It's a simple solution to have lighting that goes up the floor of the staircase, that enables you to see without having to put main lights on. So honestly, it's been really good. We really like them. Different way of using them. I'll insert a picture later on when it's dark, so you can see what that looks like. Hopefully it will show up. If not, apologies. But yeah, a bit of a winner. And on that note as well, a few months ago, in fact before Christmas actually, we have a couple of cupboards in the dining room, and they've got some ornaments on, and they kind of looked a bit lost. And I thought, how can we make something more from there? So I looked to see what could be done, and I looked at a search for LED lights. Now this is an LED light strip. It comes at the back with a magnet that you can then stick to whatever, a wall or something, or another cabinet, whatever you want to do. So it comes with a magnet, so it goes like that, and you charge it. So there is a USB charger there, and literally you turn it on. I don't know if you can see how light that is, if that's coming through, and that lasts for a few days. And honestly, we put that, I'll show you, hopefully you can see it, I'll do a photo later on. It just adds an extra dimension. So we have it behind a couple of ornaments, and honestly, when you haven't got light on in that room, it just brings things to life, makes the ornaments stand out a little bit more. And yeah, honestly, we both, it's such a winner. This particular one we have on the back of the cupboard, and where we wanted to illuminate what we have on top, the ornament, we thought we didn't want to stick it on the wall because it wasn't at the right angle. So my husband came up with this clever idea of sticking on a couple of those kind of kitchen hooks onto the back of the cabinet, and we just pop that on there, turn it on of an evening, and it just gives a nice ambiance. It highlights something that is quite ordinary and makes it a little bit extraordinary. So yeah, that's really great for us. So they're the things I wanted to share with you. I hope it's helpful. Please let me know in the comments below. I'll provide links to these things there. Do please give me a big thumbs up. As I say, I hope it's helpful to share this information with you, and I look forward to see you again. Bye. Hi everyone, Yvonne again here. I'm going to include something else when I was talking to you earlier and I forgot. However, I personally like it so much that I wanted to come back on it and include that in my best gadgets. And they are window vacuums. So we had a Exhibit A here, Karcher, a Karcher vacuum. We bought this about not this particular one, we bought one about 4 years ago, and a couple of months ago it wouldn't start charging, and so it lasted well for a window charger. I think 4 years is probably quite a good last. So we bought another one, and it comes with the vacuum, it comes with a smaller head so you can get into smaller spaces, and also one of these gadgets. I don't know if you can see that. This basically you fill with water and a bit of the solution, and you squirt that over your window or mirrors. It's exceptionally good on mirrors, because I don't know about you, if you try to use anything else, water, you're rubbing for ages to try and get marks off, and you just end up putting more on. This doesn't. So when the other one stopped working, we invested in another one. These Karchers are quite pricey, so we were out and about a month ago, and one of those local stores called Aldi had something similar, and here we go here, and that comes with a similar type of bottle that you use to fill with the solution of water. And so in terms of a comparison for you, this actually only costs $19.99. It just comes with one head. It just turns on here. You can then just empty the water reservoir from there, so a simple solution there. Very similar to the Karcher, which has a similar type of reservoir, and then emptying flap at the front there. This cost, I think it was £40-something, so that was quite a lot really. So I thought for you, which is why I hopped back on really, because in terms of comparator, if you're thinking of buying or investing in one of these, and I have to say for cleaning windows and mirrors, they are very good, speedy, minimal effort, really very good. I can't, you know, I've found them to be exceptional really. But if you're looking for something that doesn't cost that much, but does clean your windows, leaves them smear free, then the Aldi one at £19.99 I think is, for me personally, it's turned out to be a good buy. So we now have 2 of them. I use this one for outside. It's so quick, it's so easy. As I say, the mirrors in particular, it's so easy to do and leaves things really, really clean with minimal effort. So what's wrong with that? So I hope you found that helpful. I just wanted to say hop back on. So I think that's number 7. So yeah, we'll be back and show you some photographs of the lights later on. And so have a good day. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Hi everyone, it's Yvonne again here. I promised to come back to you to show you what the lighting looked like that I mentioned earlier on. So here's a shot where we haven't got the lights on. So we'll cut away here and I'll pop them on so you can see the effect such small ambient lighting can actually make. Okay, so I've just turned those 2 LED strips I showed you earlier on, highlighting the 2 features. So as you can see, just a small detail has made such a big difference to the room. So I'll show you the lights on the stairs now so you can get a glimpse of how such subtle effects can make a difference there as well. And I forgot to mention these earlier on. These are just some small LED lights that we bought, we've got dotted around. So they resemble candles. They are made of wax. I'll give you a link down below. But just some sort of, they're not flames, so no one's going to get hurt, no one's going to get injured. And yeah, they just give us joy. So yeah, some LED flickering lights.